Hello everyone. Today is 26th October 2021. I am standing close to the stream side of my south side property just to show you see from yesterday 9 p.m. it is raining. Just now it stopped a little bit, so I thought let me catch a little bit how was today. If you see, so that sound I think you can hear. Let me zoom in. And see the fall color. But let me first show you the stream. So there the stream is there in between these trees, which is hidden from here. But if you can see the base of the trees, they are all covered with their leaves. And so see, when it rains a lot, this stream, how it is making sound, all the sound of the water flowing. I think in January, 1st January or first week, I had recorded and showed this stream, and now it is fall. So I think maybe this is the last week of the leaves before making the trees empty. So let me zoom out a little bit so that you can see the color. See, I don't know the name of the trees, but many, they turn yellow only on this side. All these the leaves, they turn yellow. And with a very little wind also, they just blow and they look very pretty. And see here my limelight. So if you see leaves, and after 2-3 days, even if we don't clean, I have seen there will be heavy wind and it blows away all the leaves. So this is the pink rose tree. See, the other day I recorded this bloom, and see how it is looking now. This is the clematis. This is one purple azalea, the other day I was telling. Sweet summer hydrangea. So all the leaves are going to be empty. They are going to drop. See, this was so pretty, and now so see from the top. Then this is invincible limeta. I was in hurry when I planted last year, so one side it is flat, other side it is slope, so I don't know how it will do. Just I thought I will show you a little bit what I have done this in the past 2-3 months. I have planted so many. See, this is my second. I think this is summer in paradise, that hardy hibiscus, rose mallow. See the two buds. I don't know if they will be able to open or not, but anyway, that is one. Penstemon, that is, I forgot the color, but that is one mom. I have one bleeding heart there behind that mom, and this is one sedum. I forgot the name. See, so these plants are new, like I think in the past month I have planted. I am sowing because definitely next year, in next spring, they will grow and they will fill up the space. So you can relate how empty now in between the space are, but all these plants they are going to grow. so I mean bigger in volume. So, and all these leaves are going to be empty other than that rhododendron, which is evergreen. See these zebra grass. Then I forgot, this is one, let me, last week I think I have planted. So yeah, this is also that pink gora. This is one lilac. This is the other day I was telling, this is, the tag was not properly there, but I feel this is a little quick fire. So see this, it may rain again the whole day. The forecast says it will rain. So right now it is not raining, that's why I thought I can record a little bit how the status is, because all these leaves I think they won't be on the plant next week. See the grape, because we couldn't give proper support, it bent and it's in a very bad condition. But whatever it is, we are very new, so maybe I can try next year good support. But see how it is looking now. And the vine are, see, they are going like this and like this. So this is, I forgot the variety of this rose, but the blooms are very big here, this rose, and I think I planted last year. So you can see here there is a bud, there is a bud. And this is one yellow, I think dark eye in the center and yellow color surrounding petals. That variety, the other day I was telling, one I have planted on this side and the one exactly on the other side of this rectangle border. And this is one white peony that other day I was telling I had planted, but it did not bloom. Last year I had planted. So last year it had very little, last year I planted. So last year it had very little, I mean 2 leaves maybe, and this year little more leaves, but it did not bloom. And the other side that bloomed. And this is that Chinese snowball viburnum that I planted this year. So it will be, I think, 10-12 feet. And then yesterday I thought of planting that coconut sasta, maybe coconut sasta or coconut daisy, one white variety. But I did not plant that, but I planted this one, that Carol Mountain Laurel, evergreen. This is evergreen. So I planted here, and this is near this limelight, but this limelight is going to be 8 feet. And this is when I googled in the internet to know more information about this plant. I saw the plants are very big, but the tag what is there, there it is written 2 to 3 feet. So it is a dwarf variety. So I did not see a dwarf variety in Google, but because it is dwarf, I thought it is okay in front of that limelight. And that will be that is Lavalam candelabra. So that will grow, and that will take more space here. That's why I did not plant a big shrub here. So that is a small one if I plant that there, which I can transplant easily. But the shrub will be very difficult, so I have to think properly before planting where I am planting. And this is a mom. This is a yellow color mom. I have one in the back west side, so I wanted on the front side. That's why one I bought, and I forgot to record in the previous video because it was already close to 25 minutes, so I wanted to limit the time, and I did not talk about this plant, and there are few more. So that is also, when I bought, I thought maybe it will take a lot of space, but that is also the old variety. They are like 6 to 8 feet, but this is not 6 to 8 feet. I think this is within 5 feet tall and wide it will be. So thinking that, I had planted that, and I chose this little quick fire because it was in a big pot. They need they should be settled properly, the roots. That's why I was in hurry to put that in ground. So it's this little quick fire. See the tag. So see where I have planted. So I always call it my daffodil garden because I started with a few daffodils in this area. So and then I added that will be red blooming crepe myrtle. So I added the crepe myrtle later in the center. So but like I don't know how it will be in our zone. It is not evergreen. So it comes from the base. For example, this year it did not bloom. So so I thought it will be fine because that is not going to be 10-15 feet, I think. So it will not block this. And this is also little quick fire, which is I think with 3-4 feet tall and wide. So it is not 5-6. So that's why I thought of planting there. And if you see the gap, so this one and that brick border, so that is my empty. I have kept empty. So I can tell you. So then next in front of that I planted this one white color gora. I have two. One I planted here, the other one I'm not sure where I will plant, but one I wanted here. They bloom in summer. So the few plants, like for example that Vizela, red Vizela, I think it is 6 feet. It's going to be 6 feet, I believe. See the tag. So it will be 6 feet. So I did not want too close any plant. That is Invincible Limetta. The other one I sowed on the other side. So that's why this is the space. And this is just small, and even if it spreads, I think it will accommodate here, thinking that I have planted this. So because today it was going to rain the whole day, I thought I may not, and I got so many plants that I should not be late of putting them on the ground. So yesterday, somehow I managed to plant these, and there are few left. But yeah, I just thought let me show you this. And see, in fall under this tree, see this tree is almost 90% empty. Still 10% the dried fruits and the leaves are there. So and all these leaves, somehow in my experience in the past years, if it is not raining, then it is windy the day. So and because my property is not flat, the wind many times it blows away the leaves, because sometimes we are late to call people to clean the leaves, and there was no leaves after 2-3 weeks because in the wind they cleans like that. So I'm not sure about these dry fruits, but let's see. Like now my focus is just to plant the whatever plants I have in the pot, to put them on the ground, so that in the winter they will be active and grow their roots in the soil, and they will be settled, and in the spring it will be easily they will come out from the ground. That's why the plants which we know are hardy, is very good to put them on the ground in the month of September, October. We should not wait until November, because almost in November it is very cold, and the ground is frozen. We cannot dig. They are like ice. They become like ice. I don't know when that will happen. So that's why my focus is to put whatever new plants I'm getting to put on the ground. And also in this month, the plants which are expensive, they are reduced price because they want to remove from the nursery. So when you buy, they are all like expensive. So here see, when I planted this rudbeckia, there were 3-4 sticks only, the stems, which are dry completely. And but I was guessing it will survive because they are very hardy. And now see the leaves. So all these leaves are new in these 2 months. I think at least 2 months back I planted that, when I was transplanting the rudbeckia from there I have shown you there. So yes, see how it is. The zinnias here, see, they look still blooming, and there are a lot. But see these, how it is looking, the leaves. but this is temporary, like everything in life is temporary. So even if it is a very very happy day, we should not think every day is like that, or even if it is a very very sad day, every day is not like that. So all these leaves, whatever you are seeing, they will be only maybe 2 days or 3 days, and then they won't be on the ground like this. But see how messy it looks. So this is part of cold area gardening. So I'm learning. Initially when I moved to this house, I did not know, and I was worried, oh, I have to clean this, I have to call them, blah blah blah, and we spent unnecessary lot of money to clean all these, because we thought we have to clean, otherwise it will look like this. But sometimes weather helps us. Weather helps us. Nature has its own way to maintain the world. Anyway, see, this is my complete new garden, and I have not done, a lot of things are needed to be done, but whatever it is, this is my garden. That's it for today. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. See these yellow roses. See, that is a climbing rose.